talk on the mic. What's up, hobbyists? I'm Rachel, and this is Hobbyology, where each week we work on a new hobby together. And this week we are working on mosaic tiling, the hobbying of mosaics. We're gonna be tiling, not like a kitchen. A lamp, actually. So I've been very inspired by the Turkish lamps lately. I've seen them a lot on the internet, and I think they're beautiful. The big light is an absolute no-no in my house. So in our bedroom, here, we have 2 lamps by our bedside, and then we have the overhead, like fan light, which we keep off at all times. The fan we keep on, the light we keep off. But I was thinking that this corner could use some kind of other lamp, and I was thinking like a swag lamp. And then I saw the Turkish lamps, and I was thinking, ooh, because I also really love the Tiffany lamps, but let's be honest, they are currently out of my price range. So the last couple weeks, I've been looking at the thrift store to find a swag lamp. Spoiler alert, I didn't find one. So I did go on Amazon and purchase one. This is what we're going to be adding our glass and beads to. I've never mosaiced anything before, I don't think. Maybe when I was a kid. I can't remember though. First things first, I want to get the lamp kind of like hung up just as is so I can see what it looks like and make sure that it fits in the space. So let's do that, and then we'll get to mosaicing. Is it a verb? I don't know. Okay, come on. This is the corner I want to put the lamp in. I thought I was gonna be done filming for the day, but I'm not, because I got a sudden burst of energy at 8:30 p.m. So that always goes well. We have our glass pieces. So we hung up the lamp. Did I show you that part? We got the lamp hung up. And we have our little glass pieces. And I think what I'm going to do right now is, wow, what a camera angle. She's a YouTuber, guys. I think what I'm gonna do right now is just sift through all the pieces and pick out the colors that I want to use. I know that I probably should not start this project at 9 p.m. I should probably wait. I also know that I should lay out a pattern, come up with a plan, figure out how I'm going to use the glass pieces in these geometric shapes that look really pretty, and have a plan. That being said, I'm probably just gonna see how it goes. I don't know if this glue will work. I tried to Google like what glue to use for mosaic lamps or Turkish lamps, and honestly, the results were less than helpful. So if this glue doesn't work, I will stop and come back to it tomorrow. But if it does, then I think we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. All right. Let's get started. How do you say, oh, hello? I'm still getting the hang of how to use a mic. I'm back. And it's been a day or so. As you saw in the last clip, I was trying to forge ahead and just get it done and make it work. And it didn't work. That glue that I was trying to use was not the right glue. And I know you can't tell from the last clip because it was so chaotic, but I really am trying to work on like being more patient and not feeling like I need to get stuff done as soon as the idea pops into my head. But I can take my time and try to do things correct so that the final result is thoughtful and a little less messy, hopefully, ideally. No promises. Anyway, so I set it down for the night and I did some research and found what the internet said is the correct glue, Weld Bond. Is it going to be the correct glue? I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But it does say that it is for wood, tile, glass, foam, stone, ceramics, and more. And bonus points, it's non-toxic, which I love because I hate glue chemical stuff. So I can probably use it inside. I will still be cracking a window though, for... That being said, did I look up a specific pattern? No. But I am going to maybe, once I get the original, like once I get the first flower done, because I was really liking the way the blue flower was looking. Once I get that done, we'll try some stuff out. It's still a little chaotic over here, but hopefully a little less. So let's get started and see if this works before I get way too far ahead of myself again. I'll flip you down to an overhead view once I confirm this works, because otherwise we're gonna have to go to the store again and get more glue. Just kidding. It's white. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be clear, so that's surprising. It has a really cool applicator. First impressions, it feels tackier than the first glue, so that's good. Like, it's moving around, but not like completely sliding in and out of place. All right, I think I can keep going and work on like one section at a time. So I'll move you down. Okay, I know I just like did this whole preaching about patience. Kind of went back on that. I was waiting for the bottom to dry. I was waiting for the one side to dry, and I was like, well, if I flip it over, I can do the reverse. Don't do that. Look at it sliding all over the place. So now I'm like trying to keep them both in place. It was a mistake. Just wait longer. Rachel. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this part is looking so good that I feel like I should take this garbage off and start over. Like, the star can stay, but I feel like before these dry, I should peel these off. Is this a mistake? Let me know. All right, we have been working for hours, but we're making some good progress. I made two sides pretty similarly with these like big, large mosaics, and then I'm just filling in the gaps with these smaller ones, and then I guess I'll just fill in the gaps with more stuff. Does my neck hurt? Yeah, but I'm just gonna keep getting as much done as I can tonight, and then I will check back in with you. All right, I worked on that for about 5 hours straight, and I was real over it towards the end. It got a little messy, but I think the grout is going to save it all, I hope. So far I'm feeling pretty good about it, but it needs to dry, and I need to get ready for bed. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Can you see me? I'm gonna move you up just a little bit more. All right, so here we are. It's the next day, and our glue is mostly dried, and she's looking beautiful. Yay! What do you think? So I'm not gonna lie, last night I was feeling like a bit over it after I made all of the little tiny like circles and stars, and so putting on the last like random tile pieces, I was a little bit messy and just kind of threw them on there, but honestly I don't know how I would have done it better. They're kind of awkward shapes, so I'm hoping that the grout is what's going to just like bring it home. So that's what oh my god, I almost dropped it. So that's what we're doing now. Let's get some grout on this. I'm using grout that I have left over from a project from over a year ago, and I opened it up and it looks fine, so I think it's fine. And I just have like a putty knife, I think they're called, spackle knife. You guys aren't here for the specific information, right? I think let's just try to slap some of this on. I considered not grouting it because the main two, what am I trying to say? These like main two pieces look so good, but once I got around to like the random side pieces, there's a lot of gaps, so I feel like grouted is going to be better. I don't know. I've seen on the internet some people fill them in with beads, like liller beads instead of grout, but that actually seemed harder to me. I think this is working, so I'm just gonna keep going. And I'll check back in with you when it's all covered. It's always really hard to start talking to yourself. Mole's judging me from over there. That's a wrap on Mosaic lamps. Mosaicing. Overall, I think it turned out awesome. What do you think? Honestly, it turned out better than I thought it was going to turn out, which doesn't often happen. And I feel like it doesn't look super DIY'd. I feel like it could look like you purchased this. There's no duct tape in sight, which is a win for me. So looks wise, I'm super happy with how it turned out. Now, hobby wise, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't love it. I think that it was something that I thought I would really like. And then when you get into kind of like the actual hobby, you realize it's a lot of being patient and repetitive steps that's very time consuming to get an end product. And those just honestly don't happen to be my favorite types of hobbies. Waiting for glue to dry, it's not for me. That's why I use hot glue all the time. But if you're interested in trying mosaicing, I would definitely recommend giving it a try. I think it's worth a try, and I'm super happy to have this finished product, but I don't picture myself like becoming a mosaic tile hobbyist. It felt similar to embroidery to me. It's like in small doses. I'm boring you. It felt similar to embroidery to me in small doses. Like, I think it's fun, but like large projects where it's just like so repetitive. I think for people that like really repetitive, like calming, soothing hobbies, this would be great. But the hobbies I tend to gravitate more towards are like problem solving hobbies or clay, pottery, that kind of stuff, sculpting. So I'm not sure this is a hobby for me, but that's why I'm trying a bunch of different hobbies to find the ones that I love and the ones that I'll implement, and then the ones that like I'll leave. So will I make this hobby a habit? No. And that's fine. Please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. As always, thank you for crafting with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. You want to say goodbye to the people? You think my project turned out good?